speed law, you may drive no faster than it is safe. But you could say, I was out on Highway 505 and I mean, I could see 10 miles ahead of me. Okay. It was completely safe to do 100 miles an hour out there. But that's a gnarly ticket. Just suppose it was a drone or a helicopter. You didn't notice. And you get a big fat walloping ticket. Insurance goes up and, you got to pay a giant fine because of the excessive nature of your speeding. And, so it's called, it's kind of an acute violation of the laws of man. You did something wrong and you got to be penalized. You got to be punished. You got to be disciplined. You got to be shown who's the boss here. And it's like that. I mean, it's just, there's so many laws and these legislators with their useless pustules. I mean, that's it. I mean, these are, we got a world full of pus-sucking maggots. I think that's a term I'm going to coin there. And they're not nice people. I mean, that's probably about as much as you need to know about the mean people that run the show, that are ultimately pulling the strings on us. Because they make me miserable. I tell you, I can't enjoy my life. You think I would like to go out and make a lot of money? I've got great ideas for innovations and stuff, and I just know if it was about making money, I'd do it. But I just don't see how making money and living a middle class, upper middle class, a rich, wealthy lifestyle, I can't do it. God's watching. I mean, I got a conscience, a soul I value. I care. I mean, if everybody can enjoy prosperity, then all right, let the innovations flow. I don't care about protecting the idea, getting a patent or any of this BS. It's all about money. I just care about sharing with you, giving you options, competition, for what it's worth. It's playing a game. And, I want an array of different products and different variations of the products. You know what I mean? Hey, all the innovation we can get, all the selections we can get, that's what we want, right? But yet you see, I mean, you go to your chip aisle and your Frito-Lay's got 90% probably, close to it, sewn up. It's like, whoa, that's not fair competition. You understand what I'm saying here? So yeah, I want to share with people. I want to give my ideas away, but there's money involved. I mean, it takes money. What's the saying? It takes money to make money. Well, I don't want to make money. I do want to share my ideas. I feel a compulsion that God said, I gave you a brain. Now go out. This could help people. This could help them. Go out, do it, man. Stop it. Stop. But it's about money, God. I need money. People, money talks, BS, big clients like 3M. Yeah, well, yeah, I know companies like that. So, yeah, you can put together any idea you have. You can get it put together. Money. It takes money. Even if you don't give a flying F about making a dime off your idea, it's going to cost you a bundle just to get it out there, available to the public. Isn't that stupid? You see now how money actually stifles innovation, but yet we're trained, right? And I would believe it too, that no, investing. You see, you got to find an investor, right? But what do investors expect? Returns. So it all becomes about money. So I'll get to borrow money, but I got to promise you're going to make more because you got to get a good return on your investment. You see, I become a salesman instead of an innovator that just wants to share our good ideas with the public, my brothers and sisters. You're either my brother or my sister. You're a very important person to me. But we've always got to remember who we're most important to, our owners. Who are our owners? None less than the Creator God Almighty. Male and female, we created them, right in your Bible. You see why it's so precious? And read the scripture. It's history, man. There's all these different books. The Bible consists of 66 different books. It's a compilation. It's a historical document. And it's all true. I mean, look, if there's anything in there that's not supposed to be in there, you're supposed to pray about it, ask the Spirit, is it consistent? Okay, does it portray God as a God that there's no way you could ever exhaust the perfection of? In other words, there's no way you can ever imagine a better God than the God you are imagining, right? Like the best set of parents. That's all. At least give God that honor, that is the ultimate set of parents. Not only would they trade their lives for you, you have the power because your human parents don't. They can say, I'd trade my human life for you. It's mortal, so it's temporary. Somebody's a hero. They saved your life. They saved your body's life temporarily. You might be dead the next day from other reasons, right? So, yeah, tons of parents, vast majority of parents would trade their lives like that for their child's life. It doesn't work that way, does it? And we should be glad it doesn't. God's got everything figured out down to the smallest detail. God is perfect. You can never exhaust the perfection and goodness of God, representing each and every good quality, characteristic, and attribute. The exact representation, exemplification of all that is good. And we all have to throw ourselves at the mercy seat of God. And at the same time, walk boldly before the throne and demand relief. Say, I want answers, God. I want to know what's what. Are you an a-hole? Who put the thorns on a rose? Why'd you do that? It doesn't keep away any pest, contrary to what Google will tell you, that the rose has a reason for the thorns. It doesn't. Goats eat it. Cows will eat it. Horses will eat it. Deer will eat it. Pigs probably. No, it doesn't stop anything. It certainly doesn't stop any insects. So why are the thorns on the rose? To vex the soul of men. There's no good reason. It vex the spirit of men. No good reason for it. One of the most beautiful, spectacular flowers, often with a fragrant odor, pleasant odor. And then thorns. So you go to grab one. What do you get? Horrible pain, bleeding hands. Like the crown of thorns they put on Christ's head for his crucifixion. So it's tough being human, my friends. It is. But you got to know what's what. You got to get into the minds of these people. You can say, I can't go there. Well, that's Christ. That's his advice. That's what he said. Be as shrewd as serpents, which means be as evil as serpents. Okay? Evil as serpents. That's what shrewd originally meant. It's like the term anti. It's an ancient term, but it's devolved to mean opposed to or against. But originally it just meant a substitute or a stand-in. The devolution of words, you got to look up the etymology if you want to know the origins of a word. And even then, history can get pretty veiled after a while. It's tough to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth online. It's good to have some of those old encyclopedias archived, and particularly the scriptures. But yeah, to be as shrewd as serpents but as innocent as doves, that means protect your soul, protect your conscience. And how do you do that? You turn to God. You say, God, help me. I want to be on the right track. Above all, you pray that your mind is, one with God's, that he will reveal to where your thinking is in error, where you're screwing up in your thinking. And money is an easy trap to fall into. This is one of the worst ones for our soul, but it's one of the most easy. And it's so accepted, and it's not only accepted, but it's vaunted in society. It's praised. It's exalted. It's worshipped. It's honored. It's called prestige. It's called things like success. It's called prosperity. It's called good, very good. It's called the object of the game, to win, to make a ton of dough, right? To be somebody, to be rich, or to be famous, or both. To be a real standout, right? To go down in history with a name for yourself. And it's just all bull, worldly bull. Like I said, you're hitching your wagon to the wrong people. Because at the end of the day, who's really running this game? Who's really running this show, this scam, this scheme? Evil men. Like the same people Jesus kicked their tables over in the temple and drove them out with whips. The same kind of people. To this day, they can't resist it. They just love money too much. All the accoutrements, the power, the control, the prestige, the honor, the glory, the materialism, the ego, the megalomania, the vanity, the conceit, the I am somebody, I'm a VIP, everybody knows me. It's sick and twisted, my friends. And it's an easy trap to fall into. And, there's countless army, a multitude of minions out there, wannabe, they're playing the lottery. And, yeah, so I'm going to get in there. I'm going to be rich. It's like, or the jobs they get, with the idea that I'm going to be a standout. I'm going to make a lot. And, I'm going to get on the news and make it to the media. All the actors and people out there. I mean, there's so many average, everyday people that could be famous if they cared a crap about it. I mean, famous people, you got to know that. The ones that are hogging the media all the time, same old faces, they got to know, man, you're nothing special. Nobody is. The world's going to go on just about like it is all along, just like about how it is now without you. You know that. We are just a drop in the bucket in the scheme of things. Or we're equally important, which we are. We're both. It's a dichotomy. It's a paradox. I mean, I value life greatly. The older I get, the more I value it. I don't like this thing we call death. And I'd like to weasel out of it if I can. And so I tell everybody what I know. That I can't do it. Your parents can't do it. Your children can't save your life. But there's one who can and wants to. That's our true parents, our divine parents, our owner, the Creator God Almighty. And it's only logical to presume a little child can understand the logic, the heart and mind of God. It's so simple, pure. Okay, it's not a mystery. It's not hidden. It's not a secret. It's what makes sense. It's what every parent would do for their own children. What do you want for your kids? The best. So let's just look at things squarely. Whose planet is this? It's God's planet. Are we or are we not God's equally beloved children? We must be, because God would never play favorites and lose respect from his children, because that children do not respect a parent that plays favorites. And even the one that's favored doesn't respect them. In their heart of hearts, they don't. So God, of course, doesn't play favorites. So what would you do if you were God and you had 8 billion children? You say share, get along with each other. Now you tell me, what need is there for any form of money in a situation like that, where we were all treating each other like brothers and sisters with the due love and respect and honor and value placed upon each other, the equality, and the reverence, the respect for their Creator God, wanting to please God above all else, because we knew that's where true happiness came from. That's the grantor. That's when, okay, I prove you being a happy human being now. So what would you keep from your children? Anything? Would you? Would you give them absolute freedom? Absolute security? Absolute prosperity, absolute contentment, absolute joy, absolute peace, absolute safety. You'd give them all those things. So, you see, a little kid, we're all without excuse at the end of the day. I mean, if you try to convince yourself, anybody else, and particularly your owner, that you just cannot conceive of how a society could function without any form of money at all, and no bartering. I can't go there. That's impossible. And that's what I believe. I'm going to, stick to my guns, right? If you're that person, I ask you to examine your heart and understand where I'm going here. The only way we're going to be free, absolutely free for everybody, is to get rid of each and every form of money. Do you understand what a departure, what a 180 degrees departure that is from this current world